Şerif Buffalo ekranlarına hoş geldiniz. 2022 yılından sevgilerle. Ve sonunda 2021 yılından çıkmış olduk. Umarım herkese mutluluklar, önce sağlıklar, daha sonra mutluluklar getirmesini temenni ediyorum. Şimdi yeni davamız beyaz ayakkabı katili. Beyaz ayakkabı katliamı katili. Orada inilir mi be kadın be? Ah be.
Good morning, gentlemen, and what a grand morning it is too. We have just cause for celebration. Galloway and Phelps are sending another fiend to San Quentin. A nice showy trial, and he'll be strapped down with gas seeping into his tiny reptile brain. Now, to fresh business. Galloway and Phelps, the task is at hand. The address is on the hill, north downtown off Fremont Avenue.
Olay yerini inceleyeceğiz.
Skipper, is the new letter genuine?
Maalesef
Now, boys, we all
yine
know
bir
how many imbeciles
insan cinayeti. Yine bir kadın cinayeti.
She was 13 if she was a day.
Maalesef cinayetlere tanık oluyoruz. O yağmur mu yağıyor? Hani bizim şemsiyemiz?
Greetings from sunny California. When's it gonna stop? You're behind the wheel.
Olay yerine gideceğiz şimdi.
First the letter, and now another body. Come on, you can't keep on telling me there's not a killer still out there.
You know, Phelps, all these arrests on your record are giving you a reputation. You don't want them turning into unsolved.
Getting a vicious killer off the streets is more important than my reputation.
Really?
And besides, landing a big fat marlin is more impressive than an ocean full of minnows.
The minnows make it the man, Phelps. You can't always hit home runs. Sometimes you just gotta make good.
Olay mahalli. Saat 12:17.
Phelps and Galloway, homicide.
Öyle saatlerine bak.
Scene secure.
Güneş yok,
The rest
hiçbir
of
şey
the
yok.
patrolmen are going
Hava
door to
kapalı.
door canvassing for witnesses.
Thanks. Keep me informed.
Will do, detective.
This looks awfully familiar.
I think that's the impression the boys from the Examiner took with them as well.
There's nothing original under the sun. Why should murder be any different?
What do we have so far?
Not much trace evidence to speak of. Storm blew in around 10 last night, and the rain washed most of it away.
And the body? Looks like she was tipped out of an automobile from the tire tracks and superficial injuries. Strangled with a length of rope. And for my money, it's triple braid again.
Örgülü bir halat.
Time
Yine
of
aynı
death.
şey.
From her temperature, maybe 2 a.m., but it was cold last night.
Usual head injuries.
Blunt force trauma. Knock him over the head, then strangle and mutilate. No message with this one.
At least she was left clothed.
I doubt very much he was concerned with her dignity.
Green silk dress is very distinctive. Any sign of her other shoe?
No. And no handbag or other personal effects.
Maalesef yine kadın cinayetine tanıklık ediyoruz. Maalesef. Şimdi şurayı bir inceleyelim.
There appears to be a dry cleaning label. Superior Laundry Services F1363.
Superior. Çamaşırhaneye gideceğiz. Kuru temizlemeci.
Another day, another dollar.
Burada bir şey yok. Tamam, başka bir şey yok. Ayak izleri var. Kaç
No drag
numara bu?
marks.
Çizme
Killer was
izleri.
moving around, surveying the scene.
Yani bu şişelerden pek bir şey çıkacağını zannetmiyorum. Normal. Yanıltıcı şişeler.
Our driver and our killer
Lastik
are
izleri.
most likely one and the same.
Şoför ve katil aynı kişi olduğu söyleniyor. Şüphelerimiz bu yönde. Yine bir $5.
No good to me.
Şimdi başka bir şey... Bu kadar mı? Tamam, buna baktık. Başka neye bakabiliriz? Şurada bir şey var. Yani bu sigara
Junk.
çöp.
Help me out.
Got the laundry label to check off.
Şimdi telefona gideceğiz. Araştıracağımız şeyleri gerektiği kadar araştırdık. Bu kim oluyor acaba?
Detectives, I've been working the houses across the street and up the block. This lady thinks she has something for us.
Detective Phelps, LAPD.
I'm Mrs. Barton, Catherine Barton. I live just across the way.
Bu kim? Barton. Şüpheli
Did
kişiler.
you see anyone around
Soralım.
here last night?
Not last night, but yesterday, early evening, I saw that awful hobo.
Serseri tipli biri. Doğrudur. Doğru olduğuna inanıyorum.
Do you have a description?
Tall, gaunt,
Uzun,
horribly
cılız,
disfigured. I think he may have
tipsizin
had an
tekiymiş.
accident in the war. He's a very scary,
Savaşta
angry
kaza
man.
geçirmiş.
Any idea where we might find him?
Sakat şüpheliyi
One of
bul.
the hobo camps around
Sakat
here.
adam.
He's some kind of hobo leader. They all follow him around.
Thank you, ma'am. You've been a big help.
Serseri
course.
kampı
Anything
diye
I
bir
can do to
mekan
help.
açıldı. Ona
I'd hate to
bakacağız.
think that something so ghastly could happen right here and nothing be done about it.
Şimdi şu telefon kısmına gitmemiz lazım. Ne öğreneceğiz acaba burada?
Cole Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need an address on Superior Laundry Services.
Çamaşırhaneye gideceğiz.
Just a moment.
Kuru temizlemeciye.
Superior Laundry Services, 1260 West First Street.
Can you track down reports of hobo camps in the vicinity of Signal Hill?
Just a moment, Detective. There's a large camp under the bridge on Grand between Temple and Sunset.
Thanks for your help.
Serseri kampını da araştırmış olduk. Onların bilgisini de almış olduk. Şimdi o bir kenarda kalsın. Biz öncelikle şeye gitmemiz lazım. Nereye? Bir dakika, şurada ne var? Bizim çamaşırhaneye gideceğiz. Çamaşırhaneye gitmemiz gerekiyor. Bak, burada bir şey yoktur ya. Zannetmiyorum. Hiçbir şey yoktur burada. Galloway! Haydi gidiyoruz.
You can drive.
Fine. Where are we headed? No message.
Excuse me?
There was no message.
Where?
On the Vic. The last bodies had something written on them. This one didn't.
I'm failing to follow you.
Can't be the same guy is what I'm saying, right? Before you start trying to link this to Maldonado and all the others.
There are more factors to consider than the messages, Rusty.
This doesn't fit your pattern, Cole. End of conversation. Understand?
Superior çamaşırhane hizmetleri. Saat 12:27. Kuru temizlemeci.
You remember that tag number? Ask the guy, see what he knows.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. We're investigating a case, and one of your laundry labels came up. F1363.
If you give me a minute, I'll go find a register and you can take a look. You take a look for yourself. I've got clothes that need pressing.
You wrote the number down on that dress, is it there?
Green. Evet, bu.
Mrs. T. Terrell,
Yeşil.
43 Emerald Street, Westlake.
Bulduk.
Have a
Any
lead.
ideas?
Let's find out what the husband has to say.
Başka bir şey var mı? Ona bakalım. Bir şey yok. Tamam, bir şey yok, gidelim.
Can you drive to this one?
And where exactly are we going?
I've got a feeling we're about to meet another wife killer.
You've always got that feeling, Rusty.
Yeah, and it's usually correct.
Please, please, for once, can you not let your assumptions color your detective work?
Just you wait. Nordic types show a particular disposition for this stuff.
Emerald Caddesi. 12:36. Bu da kim acaba?
Hello? Yes?
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. Is your wife home, sir?
My wife went out last night and she hasn't come home.
Can you describe
Lars.
your wife and what she was wearing?
We were out at a friend's
Adı
place,
Lars.
Bobby Ross's, for a party. She was kind of dolled up. She had her
Yeşil
green
ipek
silk
elbisesiyle.
dress, open-toed
Açık
white
topuklu
shoes.
beyaz ayakkabı.
Those are her favorite shoes.
Onun
Can we
eşi.
come in, Mr. Tarleton? I'm afraid
Bobby
we have
Rose.
some rather bad
Yeni
news.
şüphelimiz Bobby Rose.
Do you have someone who can look after your children, Mr. Tarleton?
I've been trying to
Aa,
arrange
iki
a sitter.
tane kız
Look,
çocuğu
tell me
var.
what's happened.
I'm
Çok
afraid your
severim.
wife was murdered last night. Her body was found this morning. We're very sorry for your loss.
Acaba haberi yokmuş
I
gibi
know
mi
this is a
davranıyor?
difficult time, Mr. Tarleton, but we are going to need you to answer some questions. First, we're going to take a look around.
What for? You don't think
It's
that...
procedure. You see to your girls.
Bence de. Nereye kız? Ha, bak kardeşi gitti diye o da gidiyor.
Stay here till Daddy's finished talking to these men.
Where's Mommy?
Everything's
Ah be
gonna be all
kızım
right,
be.
sweetheart.
We would
Ah
like
be
Mommy to
evladım
come
be.
home now, Daddy.
What's the problem, Tarleton? Let him search. You got nothing to hide.
Bir dakika, hiç
Operator, give me dispatch.
bağlamayın.
You want to hear something funny,
Hiç bağlama
Tarleton?
bağlama. Yanlış da
Somebody
basın,
out
bağlama.
a missing persons report actually rules him out as a suspect.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Can you run an address for a Bobby
Ha,
Ross?
adresi
Then send
bulacak.
some uniforms over.
Would you like him picked up?
No. Suspect says he was with Ross last night. We need to confirm the alibi.
I'll get a prowl car dispatched.
Thanks, ma'am.
Tamam, devriye arabasını yolladık Bobby Ross'un olduğu yere. Şimdi bizim şuradan başlayalım. Aynen, bu iyi. Bu da ne? Baron'un barı. Kibrit kutusunun içinden çıkan bir bar ismi. Baron'un barı. Oraya da gideceğiz.
Wonder why the picture was turned out.
Resim ters çevrilmiş. Bir anormallikler var. Yani o kesin. Bulacağız. Hepsini bulacağız. Bir kadın çantası.
Optimistic, Cole.
Yani bence de iyimser. Çok iyimser. Bir dakika, şurada bir şey var mı? Yok, o değil, o değil. Şu kapıyı bir aç bakalım, açabilecek misin? Yok. Kapı açılmıyor. Çocuk odasına bakıyoruz. Burada bir ipucu olabilir mi?
I don't think so.
Yok. Bu da olmaz. Başka...
Doesn't give me anything to go on.
Yani yardımcı olabilecek hiçbir şey yok şu an için. Yani şuna baktık. Buna baktık.
Baron's bar again.
Barn.
Someone must be real sweet on this dive.
Bir şey var mı diye bakıyorum. Kız çocuklarına bak.
Excuse me, ladies.
Küçük kızlar. Bu da ne? Davayla ilgisi yok. Dolapta bir şey var mı? Yok. İçine bakalım. Oo. Maktulün çantası. Bir dakika. Sürülmüş mü? Aynen. Bir dakika. Aynen sürülmüş. Bu da ne? Teresa. Bunu evde, lisansını evde bırakmış. Tamam, bunu bırakalım artık. Yeterince ipuçları yakaladık. Aa, bir dakika, bir şey daha var. Bir dakika. Oradaki bot olabilir mi? Çamurlu çizmeler. Acaba oradakiyle eşleşiyor mu? İşte onun bilgisini almamız lazım. Bu önemli. Bu değil artık, tamam. Bakma artık ona. Aa, ıslak ceket. Bunu da bulmuş olduk. Artık sorgulayabiliriz.
I'll be out of your way momentarily, ladies.
Hemen kayboluyorum hanımlar. Ya bu yaşta annesiz kaldılar. Burada bir şeyler var mı? Bakalım. Hiçbir şey yok mu? Başka bu kadar mı? Bu kadar. Lars.
Mr. Tarleton, what is your wife's name?
Teresa.
Do you have any idea why anyone would want to hurt your wife?
No. Everyone loved Teresa. She was so full of life. It can't be anyone who knew her.
Onu tanıyan bir yapmış olamaz diyor. Yapma. Yani parmağın olduğunu düşünmek istemiyorum. Bu işte bir parmağın olduğunu düşünmek istemiyorum. Bu işte senin de bir etkin olduğunu düşünmek istemiyorum. Sezilerimi kullanacağım. Halka soracağım. Halk doğru diyor, yalan söylüyor. Bu yalan.
I think you're lying, Lars. I think you were mad at your wife for embarrassing you in front of your friends. I think you came back here
Onu
and
boğarak
strangled
öldürdün diyor.
her
Cesedini
and then
de
dumped
tepeye
her
attın
body on
diyor.
the hill.
You think I strangled my wife? How do you expect to prove
Nasıl mı
that?
kanıtlayacağım? Nasıl kanıtlayacağım? Ölüm zamanı diyor. Yani kanıtlayamam. Mı acaba? Bot izleri olabilir mi acaba? Aynen bot izi olabilir. Çizme izleri. Aynen bu olabilir.
Without a scrap of evidence, you're ready to pin a murder on me?
Nasıl? Saçmalık.
You said you went to a party at Bobby Ross's place?
That's right. Bobby had a bunch of people over. We were having a good time. She said she was bored and decided to leave.
Yapma. Bana öyle bakma. Beni deli etme. Şüphelisin.
You let your
Beni deli
drunk
etme.
wife leave the party and go off on her own?
Look, I was angry. I was having a good time. She has to go and ruin it. We always have to do what she wants to do. Last night she wanted to go dancing.
Any idea
Beni
where?
zora sokma
Where
Lars.
she always goes.
Beni zora sokma.
Bar down on North Beaudry Avenue. Baron's Bar. She goes there, drinks too much, gets maudlin, and calls me. I go and bring her home.
Mr. Terrellson, was Teresa happy at home?
Yeah, I think she was.
Sanırsam mı? Saçmalıyorsun. Yine saçmalıyorsun.
Terrellson,
Lars.
we like the look of you for this, so you better give us something.
We're at the party. She has a few and says she wants to go out dancing. We only have the sitter until 9. I get mad. I tell her to go ahead, but I'm staying. She storms out. Look, I'm doing well
Bak.
at cards. I hardly ever do well.
Yavaş yavaş sökülüyor.
I married her
Dökülüyor. Her
because
şey
she's so much
dökülüyor.
fun, but
Dökül
now she
oğlum.
drives me
Dökül.
fucking crazy.
Bana küfür etme.
What time did she leave the party?
About 8:30, maybe a little earlier.
When was the last time you saw your wife?
Around 8:30. Card game
8.30
at
civarı
Bobby's
diyor.
was wrapping up. Played out my hand and drove home here. Paid the sitter and went to bed.
Madem öyle, o ceket neden orada? Islak. Ama ceket ıslak. Nasıl olacak o iş? Dur ben gene bir sezilerimi kullanmak istiyorum. Yalan diyor. Yalan veya doğru. İşte bu yanlış oldu. Ben yalan demek istiyorum.
You're lying, Lars. You didn't come straight home. did
Doğruca eve gelmedi.
And how do you figure that?
Çünkü ıslak bir ceket vardı.
You were out in the rain. You got soaked.
Sırılsıklam
Lars.
olmuş.
We found your wet
Dışarıdaydı.
underwear.
Okay, I stayed a little later than I
Bir de
said.
akıyor yani.
This
Ceketten
cute
öyle bir
little
akıyor
brunette was
ki.
hitting on me.
Islaklık.
Teresa
Uzun süre
noticed.
kalmış belli yani.
I was
Çok
half cut.
belli.
I walked her home from Bobby's, but nothing happened. I walked back and got the car this morning.
Thanks for answering our questions, Mr. Charlton. You'll need to go downtown to identify your
Yani
wife's
3'te 4, 4'te 3 yap.
I should have taken her dancing.
In my experience, Mac, you give in to broads, you'll be giving in to them your entire life.
Gidelim.
Appreciate your time, sir.
You wait. You believe this guy's story?
Kind of rings true. You're behind the wheel.
And where exactly are we going?
Şimdi Baron'un barına gideceğiz. Baron'un barı. 12.47. Bütün her yere 12.47'de mi gidiyoruz biz ya? Bu ne böyle? Bilerek mi yapıyoruz acaba bunu? Nereye gitsek 12.47.
Gents, drink.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD.
I'm Benny Clough.
Benny
This
Clough.
about Teresa Terrellson?
Yes, it is.
I heard about it on the radio. They're saying it was that Black Dahlia freak again. God damn it. Yeah, I rang that husband of hers. The babysitter said he was out.
If you don't mind, we have a few questions.
Kurbanla son temas.
What time did Teresa leave?
Around
10:30 gibi
10:30, I think.
diyor. Sanırsam diyor. Doğrudur.
On foot, in a car, by bus? How was it?
She called for a cab.
Did you
Taksi
get the number?
çağırmıştı. Taksi?
Sure I did. I like Teresa. The only time she has a drink is when things aren't going so good at home. I was worried about her.
Bakalım.
Put out an APB on the cab.
Taksiye arama emri
Should be
çıkartacağız.
traceable. Who was she with? We've had reports about a tall, gaunt-looking
Sıska görünümlü,
hobo.
uzun,
Wasn't here last
serseri
night?
tipli
I
biri.
get plenty of bums in here, but nothing to fit that description.
Gelmedi mi? Saçmalama. Saçmalama, bak yalan söylüyorsun. Beni kızdırma. Yalan söylüyorsun.
The likelihood is that whoever she left here with killed her. Give it up, Betty.
All right, two creeps were all over her,
Sonunda döküldüm.
promising to take her dancing.
You get a good look at these
Dökül.
guys?
Sure, I got a good look. One of them was a sailor in uniform. His cap said, USS Indiana.
And the other men?
The other guy is Richard,
Richard
Bates.
Bates.
He's sitting in the back
Adında bir
right now.
denizci.
Red polo shirt.
Kırmızı polo gömleği var.
Any idea where she was headed?
Nope, I didn't get that.
Yani bilmeyebilir. Bakalım. Ya, doğru söylüyor.
The husband said she wanted to go dancing.
And she always wants to dance when she's been drinking. She was trying to talk some guys into taking her to one of the dance halls.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Bluff. We'll take it from here.
Hey, no problem.
Aa, bir
This is
dakika.
Bates.
Aa, Bates.
That's him.
Bu o.
LAPD. Don't make me chase you, shitbird. Can't
Kaçma.
let the son of a bitch get away.
Bates kaçıyor. Hemen yakalamalıyız.
Bates! Just want to talk.
Tom, got a ride. Get in and drive.
Hey. Allah kahretsin. Hey. Haydi haydi bin bin bin bin. Haydi. Gel away. Hadi.
No time to wait, Rusty.
Ben gidiyorum gel away. Gelmezsen gelme. Ben gidiyorum. O sonradan gelir.
He's the killer and he gets away.
Kaçamaz. Benden
Be our only
kaçamazsın.
lead to Terrelson's murderer.
Benden kaçamazsın. Hadi. Lanet olsun. Hadi.
Where are you heading? Not a care in the world.
Ne zamana kadar böyle sürecek? Hep Galloway'in yüzünden.
Don't let this rain slip you up.
Dur! Kaçma! Bates!
Stop or I will shoot. Okay, Bates. You're gonna answer some questions.
Bayağı da yorucuydu.
I have a choice in this.
Last night, you went drinking with a lady in the bar. Now she's dead. And your face is all messed up.
Ha,
I'm in the
Galloway
clear
daha
on
yeni
that.
geliyor.
She preferred a
Bulmuştur
sailor.
bir araba.
You could lay it off on him. Are we finished?
Bu adam kaçtığına göre ben bu adamın hiçbir şeyine güvenmiyorum, inanmıyorum. Bu yüzden hepsine doğru demeyeceğim. Hiçbirine doğru demeyeceğim.
She was okay. Drunk. Pissed off at her old man, wanting to go dancing. I thought I'd ply her with a few drinks and get my end away. Looks like your salty had the same idea.
So what happened when you left the bar?
Sailor boy laid one on me. A cheap shot. After that, I don't know.
Yani doğru demem için herhangi bir sebep yok. Şu yüz ifadesine bak. Şüpheli.
You've done time, haven't you, Richard? Is that why you ran?
I'm on parole.
On what offense?
Sexual assault. Look, I was lying there on the sidewalk. He flags a cab and jumps in with the broad.
We're taking you in, Bates.
How come?
Just for a chat. Nice private chat. I'll explain my theory of once a degenerate, always a degenerate.
Take him to Central. He's a material witness in a murder case. Find him a cozy cell.
Richard here knows the drill.
Polis merkezine gönderdik. Şimdi telefonla telefona ulaşmam gerekiyor. Şu taksi ne oldu acaba?
Phelps, 1247.
How can I help, Detective?
I need an APB out on a yellow cab, number 3591. Ask dispatch to relay all sightings to car 11K.
No problem. I'll get on the radio.
Were there any incident reports filed in the vicinity of Barron's Bar on North Beaudry Avenue? We're tracking a sailor who was involved in a fight outside the bar.
I can check the reports, Detective. I have a message for you from Captain Donnelly. Message reads, James Jessup, U.S. Navy able seaman, has information relevant to your case. Jessup is currently being detained at Central Station.
Could be our man. Thanks for your help.
James Jessup'ın sorgusunu yapacağız ama bizim araba nerede? Ha, burada. Gidelim.
You want the 5-star goddamn wedding. What the hell?
Polis merkezine gideceğiz. Bir dakika, ben sürmeyeyim. Abi bir dakika. Sarı taksinin izi olmuş. Bir dakika. Sarı taksinin izini bulduk. Neredeymiş bu? Hemen sarı taksinin izine gidiyoruz. Ben sürmek zorunda kaldım. Sarı taksinin olduğu yerin bilgisi geldi.
Yellow cab number 3591, sighted at the corner of Wilshire and Whitmer. Repeat, Wilshire and Whitmer, 11K.
Wilshire, Whitmer tarafında, köşesinde bir yerde görülmüş sarı taksi. Aa, bir dakika, nerede? Aa, evet.
3591, that's him there, Phelps. Hit the siren.
Burada.
LAPD, we're investigating a murder.
What's that got to do with me?
The fare you picked up from Barron's Bar last night. What was the woman wearing?
It's a green
Yeşil bir
dress.
elbise. Sen aldın.
Oh, don't tell me something's happened to her.
Tell me about
Ya.
it. She was with this sailor, and he was all over her. She wasn't having any of it. Said she just wanted to dance. But he had that look in his eye.
Where did you drop them off?
It's at the Crystal Ballroom.
What time?
After midnight. 12:30?
12.30 mu neydi diyor.
Been a big help.
Well, that's gonna ruin my day.
Sarı taksinin izini sürdük. Tamam. Bilgisini aldık. Kurbanın hareketlerini açtık. Şimdi nereye gideceğiz? Bir dakika. Ben kullanmak istemiyorum. Sen kullan.
You can drive.
Şimdi polis merkezine gideceğiz. Polis merkezi. Saat 1:40.
He's in interview too.
Thanks. What do you make of him?
Sailor on furlough who looks like he's in trouble and knows it.
Hadi gidelim. İkinci oda. Nerede ikinci oda? Bu birinci oda. İkinci odaya gitmemiz gerekiyor. Oda nerede? Şurada mıydı? Evet. Burada. Denizci.
Detectives Phelps and Galloway. We know why you're here, Jessup. So it would be best if you answered our questions truthfully.
I don't want any trouble. That's why I'm here. I heard on the radio about this lady getting killed. I got leave from my CO to come down straight away.
So why did you kill her?
I didn't kill anyone. Look, you need to believe me.
Let's start at the beginning.
Kurbanla temas.
You went to Barron's bar. What time did you arrive?
I got a 24-hour pass. I got there around 7.
That's where you met Teresa Terrellson?
Sure. We had a couple of drinks.
Şüpheli.
So you tried to
Doğru
make
değil
a
çünkü.
woman who was incredibly
Yalan
drunk?
söylüyor. Ya yalan söylemiyor da
Not
şüpheli
proud of
yani.
myself,
Şu an
but I
şüpheli
never
yaklaşmak
hurt her.
zorundayım.
You took her dancing?
That's right. Caught a cab to the Crystal Ballroom.
Doğru. Konuşturduk.
You had a fist fight with Richard Bates over Mrs. Terrellson.
You met the guy? He's a creep. You should take a look at him for this.
Onu içeri mi almalıyım? Sana mı soracağım ben? Şüphelisin.
He's pointing the finger directly
Sana mı
at
soracağım
you.
ben içeri
I
alacağım,
only had one
almayacağım.
night before I was back in the tub. He had all the time in the world to look for some
Alacağım
action. I
almayacağımı
belted
sana
him.
mı
I'd do
soracağım?
it again. She was better off with me.
Sure. You're a shining example of chivalry, Jessup.
Tam bir mizahşör. Cinayet öncesi hareketler.
Where did you go after the Crystal Ballroom?
I think the wind had gone out of her sails by then. She caught a cab and I caught a bus back to the base.
Şüphelisin yine.
We
Doğru
spoke to
değilsin.
the cab driver. Tell us what really happened at the Crystal Ballroom.
I'd had enough. She was all upset about her husband balling, about her kids. She looked old. Left around closing, maybe 1:30. Got on a bus and she fell
Araları
asleep on
bozukmuş
my
bu arada.
shoulder.
Which bus?
An all
Kocasıyla
American,
arası
249.
bozukmuş.
I went past her
Ayrı
place.
yaşıyorlar herhalde.
She jumped off and I stayed on it downtown. After that I caught another bus to San Pedro. The Indiana's down there.
Kadının
She's
kocasıyla
being
araları bozuk.
And that was the last
Muhtemelen
assault.
ayrı yaşıyorlardı.
Yeah, that's right.
Zaten şeyden de
We didn't say
anlaşıldığı
much.
gibi
I
fotoğraf
think she was kind of
ters
embarrassed.
çevrilmişti artık. Yani birbirlerine tahammülleri yoktu herhalde.
The cab driver said that you were getting pretty familiar with Teresa.
It's not how I'd put it.
Şu gülüşe bak. Pislik herif.
So
Şüphelisin.
the last thing you wanted was her
Pislik herif.
playing hard to get. Did that make you mad, sailor?
Adi herif.
Yeah, it did. She knew what a guy's looking for. All broads do. Dancing comes second.
And what happened at the Crystal Ballroom?
Nothing. Not even a little hand relief. She had another couple of drinks.
Ya bir de
There was
yapsaydın
no
onu
fun
be.
left in her. Just poured her guts out to some bartender.
We're holding you
dört.
till we can clear this with the driver.
Yeah, my CO said as much.
Can you put the guy in two in a cell and inform the commander?
Sure, Detective. Got a message for you. Sighting of your disfigured hobo on Grand between Temple and Sunset. And it looks like the beau has a record, too. He's wanted in connection with 2 female assaults.
Thanks.
What now?
Serseri kampını araştıracağız. Hadi gidelim.
Let's see if the bus story checks out.
There's a depot at 1660 Beverly Boulevard.
Serseri kampını bir araştıralım.
3 suspects in the can and one on the hoof.
Otobüs garajına gitsek. Aslında evet. Bir otobüs garajına bir gidelim.
11K, go ahead.
Patrolman reporting that Bobby Ross's car game was breaking up at midnight.
11K, roger that. Plenty of time to get downtown.
It's possible. Have them bring him in.
Kadın yolun ortasında görüyorsun.
We have Lars Carlson picked up.
11K, roger.
Otobüs garajı saat 1:59.
And thank you, ma'am. You have a safe trip now. Where are you boys headed today?
LAPD. We're after the driver of All-American 249. Would have been around midnight onwards last night.
Just a minute.
Adına bakalım. O şoförün adı ne?
Frank Zeffirelli. He's your man.
Where can we find him?
Frank is out on the 7-4.
Can you tell us the route?
Hang on. I should have it mapped out here somewhere.
Frank.
The main reason Santa's so jolly.
74. Hat. Hatta çalışıyor. Hat 74'te çalışıyor. Tamam.
We're not going to drive the whole thing, are we?
Won't take long. We have a siren.
Aa, sirenimiz var diyor.
The road has socks in it.
Sürelim, sirenle sürelim. Nerede bizim araba? Burada. Hadi gidelim. Haydi Galloway. Gidiyoruz.
All American 7-4. Let's go get him. This could be a long trip, Cole.
Or it could be a short one.
And here's me without my hip flask and only a pain in the ass for company.
Way to kick off the drive in high spirits, Rusty. Comments like that put me in just the right mood for some legwork.
Hachi.
You know what your problem is? You don't like hard work. This kind of rigorous search is what police work is all about. Discipline.
Save it, Phelps. You're just as bored as I am.
O otobüsün hattına bakıyoruz şu an. Haritada gözüktüğü gibi 74 hat 74'ün güzergahı. O otobüsü bulmamız lazım.
Nope, still no sign of him.
Did you doze off, Rusty?
Aa, bulduk.
Think you slept through
İzini
my
bulduk.
solving the case.
Yeah, very funny. Just give me a nudge if you see me, right?
How about you nudge me?
I think that's a job for your wife.
Aa, evet burada.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
Hey. Dur bakalım.
That's the bus we're looking for. Ease in behind her and get her to the side of the road.
There's some kind of problem, buddy?
Var.
LAPD, we're
Sorun var.
investigating a murder. You had a sailor and a woman in a green dress on your bus late last night?
That's correct.
And the woman got off first, around 2 a.m.?
Yeah, that's right. And the sailor stayed on all the way to downtown.
Can you tell us where you let the woman off?
On California Street. To tell you the truth, she looked a little lost, like she got off on the wrong stop or something. I didn't like dropping her off near that hobo camp.
You've been a big help, Mr. Zeffirelli.
So Sailor Boy escaped
Hadi
by the
gidelim
seat
artık.
of his bell-bottom trouser. That was brought alive.
Left her by the hobo camp.
Artık ben süremeyeceğim.
Which means he's as good as killed her.
We can't
Serseri
eliminate
kampına
any of them,
gitmemiz lazım.
but the disfigured man should be our starting point.
I'm gonna call for some backup. These bows hate cops.
Konağa gitmedik. Bir dakika konağa gidelim.
There's still talk of that event, 'cause the way...
Olayları çözeceğiz. O kadını kimin öldürdüğünü bulacağız. Buraya geldik. Gerek yok ki. Serseri kampına
Can you drive to
gideceğiz.
this one?
And where exactly are we going?
I think we ought to investigate the hobo lead.
Well, if you think we ought to, then I guess we ought.
Serseri kampı. Gece saat 5:17. 05:17. Evet.
LAPD, we'd like a word with you.
Save it for someone who's interested. They're fascists. Come to move us on and steal what little we have left.
6 rounds won't get us far.
We need you to stay focused. We need to hold out for the cavalry.
How do we do that?
Like this.
Killing make you feel powerful. Hey, gel bakayım buraya.
I hope you don't need help with that.
These men know they're harboring a murderer?
Bir sağ, bir sağ, bir sol, bir sağ.
Red.
What's your name?
Comrade Stalin.
Very funny. We'll find out from your personal effects.
Stuart Ackerman.
You're under suspicion for murder, Ackerman.
Stuart
We're taking you
Ackerman.
downtown.
Yeni
You
şüphelimiz.
can't do anything more to me than what the Japanese
Alın bunu içeri.
already done.
Alın bunu içeri.
The Kremlin's over here, Phelps. Sausage, see what you find.
Yeni bir gazete hikayesi.
I'm off to the Lighthouse Club in Santa Monica.
Hello, Jack.
Mr. Benson, this is Courtney Sheldon. He's a buddy of mine from the war.
Well, I'm sure you two will want to polish some old war stories. Good evening, Jack. Mr. Sheldon.
Good night, sir. Take a seat, Courtney.
Tıp öğrencisi Courtney.
We need your help, Jack.
I told you I would have nothing to do with that.
I'm fine too, Jack. Medical school's going well. I got a part-time job.
Do dope peddlers need part-time jobs?
We made a mistake and we're in trouble, Jack. A local gangster, Mickey Cohen, is putting on the squeeze.
So hand it over, walk away. What's stopping you?
We had a deal with them that they would dole it out slowly. They said they would supply abortion clinics and doctors, but they've been moving it on to addicts, and they can't cope with the purity.
So your problem is with gangsters being dishonest.
My problem is that people are dying, and that if this gets back to us, we'll all end up in jail.
So how am I supposed to help, Courtney? This isn't the war. I can't just wave a magic wand and clean up your mess.
We want you to negotiate, Jack.
The only thing these guys understand is force, Sheldon. They got to the top back east by proving to be more vicious than the English, the Irish, and the Dutch. They make their own laws. That's the nature of a secret society. God's sake, Courtney, you want to be a doctor. How can you fight with that?
We are better trained, Jack.
I didn't make it through the war to come back to this kind of shit, Sheldon.
Çok değişik bir hikaye. Gazete hikayelerinden pek bir şey anlamadım. Neyi anlatıyor? İlginç. Oo, bir dakika. Kanlı
Looks familiar.
halat parçası.
Match the mark under Teresa Terrelson's chin.
Teresa'nın bu şekilde, Teresa bu şekilde öldürülmüş. Cüzdan.
Ackerman doesn't look like much of a dancer.
Pek bir dansçıya benzemiyor diyor. Ackerman'ı sorgulayacağız. Anormal bir şey dönüyor.
Take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Bakalım şurada başka bir şey yok. Gidelim. Bir dakika, nereye gideceğiz?
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Polis merkezine gideceğiz. Ackerman'ı sorgulayacağız. Hadi bakalım.
The husband has an alibi, but no real motive other than neglect. Jessup's alibi checks out. Bates is a recidivist. He'll be pulling the same stick until we put him away for good. Ackerman has history, opportunity, hard evidence. What motive?
We have the evidence. We know she was here. All we need is a confession. We can charge the bum with murder.
Ve yeniden polis merkezindeyiz. Saat 5:23. Nerede bizim adam? Buradan. Birde mi? Aa, evet, birde.
You were in the Marines.
Ackerman.
How do you know? The Corps selected big guys for flamethrower
Sonun
duty.
geldi.
That's how you got the burns.
Life expectancy was 5 minutes for a guy in flamethrower.
Bu adamın olduğunu düşünüyorum. Oradaki halat, kanlı halat vardı.
Weight like that on a man's shoulders.
You'll get no argument from me. It was a heavy load.
You feeling sorry for this smelly fuck?
Why did you kill Mrs. Terrelson?
I have no recollection of the people I have killed.
Ben çok iyi hatırlarım. Senin olduğun mekanda halatım vardı.
I'm not denying anything. You have to have proof, lackey.
Kanlı halat. Nerede kanlı halat? Ahın gitmiş, vahın kalmış.
What are you staring at, boy?
We found a matching piece of rope in your lean-to. I think we'll find the blood will match too.
I own no property. How could it belong to me?
A bus driver dropped Mrs. Terrelson near your camp around 2 a.m. Why did you take her up to the hill?
Which hill?
I have many places. I go where
Böyle davranırsan sana yardımcı olamam.
You are clearly
Buna kanıtım
insane.
yoktu, o yüzden
The
şüpheci
state of
yaklaştım.
California does
Doğru
not
söylemiyor
execute
ama.
mental patients. I don't know the names of the women I've killed, but I've killed many of them. Their necks are so fragile. Where were you around 2 a.m. last night? At the camp.
Kamptaydın. Öyle mi? Hiç de öyle gibi durmuyor. Cüzdanın içinde ne vardı?
You were up on the hill. You were seen during the day. We have a witness. We have
Ne vardı
evidence. Come
cüzdanın
clean with me,
içinde?
Ackerman, and I'll see what I can do for you.
I despise your pity. You have nothing that links me to this woman.
Olabilir, olmayabilir. Yani sen doğru söylemiyorsun ama.
We have you cold, Ackerman. Her purse and the ballroom ticket were in your lean-to.
Kadının cüzdanı onun odasındaydı.
I kill because people need killing. It's what I was trained to do.
Ve katili sonunda bulduk.
Stuart Ackerman, I am charging you with the murder of Teresa Terrellson.
Ackerman suçlu. Yargılanacak. En ağır bir şekilde. Senin müebbet yemen lazım da işte. Senin gibiler.
A man down on his luck I can abide. But a filthy red who chooses to live outside the rules of society I cannot stomach. Maybe poor Teresa Tarleton will provide the catalyst we need. I've spoken to the chief and the mayor, and I think it's time we send some men in to remove the godless and send them on their way over the county line. A grand day that will be, gentlemen. And a grand result you have brought me. You two are fast becoming my finest crusaders.
Ve burada sanırım davamız sona erdi. Ve cesur olarak davamızı kapatmış olduk. Ve dava notunda serseri kampına erken bir ziyaret işe yarayabilir ama uygun bir tanık bulmak şansa bağlı diyor. Burada bölümü noktalıyoruz. Bir sonraki davamızda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın.